Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend. I'm just going to apologize in advance here at the top of the show. I probably sound real stuffy right now. I might get a little sniffly and stuff as we go on. But my allergies have been ravaging me today. The situation has gotten considerably worse since I recorded some stuff this morning. So basically the option was record it while sounding rough or don't record it at all today. And I think probably people would prefer the record it while sounding rough. So, we're here. We have stuff going on. Here's my main concern. As you might have seen when we were zoomed all the way out here, Red owns almost the entire planet. You can win the game that way. You can win the game by owning the entire planet. So, we take a look here at the menu. They currently own 79% of the regions necessary for an expansion victory. The Wild Walkers own 25% of the regions necessary for an expansion victory. Now, I'm not a mathematician by trade, but I believe that if you add these two numbers up, you get more than 100, which means that if we let Red take all of Green's territory, Red will win the game immediately via expansion victory. So, we need to shave a couple of provinces off of the Wild Walkers' territory. Or, I guess, take some stuff from the roving clans, but that seems unrealistic. The Wild Walkers are in trouble right now. They're having difficulties. They probably are too busy to defend themselves. At least they should be. Like, in this situation, there's no way they should have an army running around down here. There's no way they should have 6 units in Adoran's garrison. They need to be, like, working hard. And they are not, which is why they're going to lose. Unfortunately, the fact that they are doing this makes it harder for us to attack them. Kind of a second-order concern for them, I would think. So, we have to figure out how we're going to get through here. Now, if we stop and take a look at their units, we can see here an ended with 169 attack and 128 damage, 136 defense, and 830 life. Here we have a guy who has 1,300 life. Yeah, really, actually 1,300 life. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that. I see Army Health Boost 2. I see improved life 3, but that's, there's a lot of points of life that are not, how is that the number? This guy's level 10, that factors in somewhat. But I'll be straight with you, I don't understand how he could possibly have that much life. That doesn't really make sense. So where I was going with this is, look at their numbers, figure out if their numbers are higher than our numbers, and if so, figure out what we got to do to get into a position where we can fight them. But can you ever fight an army that's made of dudes with 1,300 health and this much? I mean, like, they must have... They have the serum? Let's see. This status screen will tell us scientific... Okay, they have one tech from the final era, so yeah, they must have gone serum. Now, I believe that the serum has been slightly readjusted with this mod. Yeah, it's okay. It's half as effective as it used to be, but still that's a lot. And also still, that doesn't even answer really our question, because if it's only plus 50% life, that means that without the serum, this dude had 800 life, which is still how? Where is that coming from? Let's look at our own units. Where can we get? Can we get, like, anywhere near that? Is that even possible? Okay, if we were to equip our unit with the good stuff we got now, 68 life. Like, let's just throw some stuff on here. That has no health on it. That has no health on it. Okay, if we use these boots, we get 15%. That's improved life 1. That's not good enough. We definitely have access to another level of improved life. We're talking about 40% life there. 273. And then we could get... What would we get from our hero if we equipped the Army Health Trinket here? It looks like this. Army Health Boost is plus 25 life, plus 10% life. Yeah, we're talking about well under half of what this guy has before the Serum of Iteru bonus. Maybe being level 10 just helps that much. That's worrying, though. That's very worrying. This is a 4-unit army that has 3,500 combined health. Uh, well, so here's the thing. If we could take Aderon, we could probably make this happen. So how would we do that? Our rate of mining is 3 adamantium per turn, 4 palladium, or 2 palladium per turn. Alright, if we're not getting as much palladium per turn, but we do have a lot more palladium banked right now. So let's say we go to Palladium Greatswords. Well, do I want swords or axes? Axes give us Range Slayer. We didn't actually see any ranged units in that army we were looking at, but the core unit of the Wild Walker army is a ranged unit. And then this does do bonus damage to supports as well, so the Kankator would take bonus damage from this. And then as far as armor goes, we're looking at 14 defense, 56 health from the best dust armor we have access to. Alright, so we'd be better off using some of this tier 3 stuff. Here we're looking at 29 defense, 60 health versus 22 defense, 60 health. So it's not a big deal to use the tier 3 titanium or glass steel instead to save on good resources that we can plow into our weapons instead. Only 4 defense less to use glass steel. And then we get a little bit of initiative out of that. And in terms of leg armor, 20% attack, that's actually significant. 20% initiative, 25% damage, 25% defense. Like, what if we actually wanted to get through their armor? Also, wait. That's interesting. When I put on these titanium greaves that have 20% attack, look at the attack number. It goes from 88 to 89. That's not what 20% is. Again, not a professional mathematician, I guess, but I do know what 20% is. And then given the situation here, we don't really need the improved movement because we're just planning to take a city that's right next to us. What does Glory or Death do? Plus morale from adjacent enemies. I guess that's fine. A lot of the time we're at pretty good morale anyway, and we have +2 morale from our hero already. What if I put improved damage 3 on? We're looking at 11 titanium per... we're already only going to be able to retrofit 4 of these guys this way. Okay, see the amount of damage... The amount of change in the damage value. That looks about right. Yeah, I'm hoping that it won't actually be 89 attack. But like look at the stats of our units compared to the stats overall of his units. It's ridiculous. Level does play a part. Level plays a significant part. The fact that we're fighting up a bunch of levels, the fact that this guy is effectively these stats are for a level 1 guy. It does matter. So if we make that change, what are we looking at in terms of retrofit costs? We'd only be able to apply it to 4 of them. And it looks like we could pay it. It's not redded out. Oh, no, hold on, sorry. You guys, walk over here. Do not include that or that or that. Okay, the dust cost for retrofitting is actually very sensible. Okay, what else are we going to do here? If we attack him here, which we can do because he's at Cold War with us, we're going to draw the city garrison. Hold on, let's... Hero... First things first, let's talk about trinkets. Army defense boost is how much? 30% defense for the whole army. Considerable. Significant for certain. Where is the... This one. Here we go. Army damage boost 3. Initiative boost 3 we both can't afford, and I don't think it's really all that valuable. We do want army health boost 2. And then... this would be attack boost 2, which we obviously cannot afford. That would be nice, but I guess we'll have to live without. I could give the hero just personal improved life. Where is that? Oh, that's right. For some reason, that is marked as obsolete always on heroes. I'm not sure why. So another 40% life yourself. Yeah, I mean, this is an improvement. Let's apply that, get those army buffs on, and then talk about the actual gear. So, like, all this stuff. We don't have a lot of gear to work with here. Let me turn off obsolete. The 20% defense, 18 life plus 20% life is a little bit more compelling, I think. We probably want to stay out of the advanced resources as much as possible. Save that for both weapons and, you know, also further troops. This stuff... Glass steel makes sense again. It'll be our entire stock of glass steel, but... it's not so bad. We are only mining 4 a turn, though. We should probably figure out what we want to make the weapon out of. So we have this... We have Tua's hammer, which is pretty great. Oh wait, does Tua's hammer... It doesn't have stun on it, though. It's a little awkward. Because if we used a big one of these, we could get up to stun 4. We also have access to a lance that does bonus cavalry damage, not really, I think, relevant to our situation. Like an adamantine battle hammer gives us a 40% chance of stunning anything we hit. And pretty good stats. 92 attack, 56 damage. Tua's hammer is better. It's just flat more stats, like right. We're looking at attack 188, damage 162. Oh no, it actually is lower defense. 65 attack plus 20% attack. Should be greater. 92. I don't know, maybe we should use this, though. It's also giving us quite a bit of defense. What's the defense value on this thing? 6. No, the stun. The stun's got to be more valuable. And then, gotta jam some more armor on you, so probably titanium stuff is pretty favored. Definitely gonna go for that. And yeah, titanium chest, I guess, is fine. Oh, that hammer is too expensive, actually. That's right, because we're already equipping an adamantine insignia. So I guess for that reason, maybe we are doing Tua's hammer. Oh no, we already spent the hammer. Really, the hammer's just 20 by itself? Yeah, it shows as being 10. When we put it on, it says 20 here. Huh. That's strange. It doesn't report the cost as being 10 per hand, right? Like, if we equip this... Yeah, that's weird. Let's see, a two-handed hammer. This should cost 8. Does this increase the titanium cost? No, it increases it by 8. Not by 16. Yeah, that's weird. I'm not really sure what's happening there. And this does report its cost as 20. Alright, well. Guess we'll do that. That's not ideal, I think, but is what we are going to have to do. Okay, so with that, we're seeing almost 400 health on our guys. Yeah, our stats are a little bit more in line with theirs now. It's still bad, but they're not horribly low. Unfortunately, we do have a couple of units in this army whose stats are horribly, horribly low. We're seeing like 142, 224 defense, like... And our stats would have to be considerably better than theirs, right? Because we're fighting through 3 times as much health as we have. We're not going to be able to fight them. Like, at all. I need 2 units to come and join this army. We should at least fill up to 8. We can't get all the retrofitting done that we need to get done, and I think we're still not a threat. My whole army has less total health than these guys do. Which means we're not going to be able to succeed on this quest, which means that we are 100% reliant on the Temple of the Earth's Core, which currently is going to take us 134 turns to build. Obviously, we're going to make a lot of moves in that direction. What is the market rate? Right, I'm banned from the marketplace permanently. Which is to say, sorry, I'm constantly banned from the marketplace, but it is trivial to not be banned from the marketplace anymore. All I have to do is ask. But I should probably... Well, I was going to say I should probably have more money, but we're not going to make more money. We're losing money. Alright, let's get access to the market. There's actually a ton of resources available. So in order to complete the retrofits here, we would need 31 adamantium. Or 31... Is that... That's palladium. 31 palladium. About 21 more hyperium. About 22 more titanium. Which is expensive. That's a lot of resources. Yeah, sorry, 10 at a time, right. I'm glad that they fixed this for Endless Space. And the market really just does not care about my resources. So we're just going to have to wait on some of this, right? There's nothing I can really do. We can sell all of this. We're not going to get any more of that. Sell all of our blood crystal. Again, not a thing we're actually mining, so... also the case with the emeralds, although they're of low value. The hydromiel, also something we're not actually mining, so not something that has a lot of value to us. Dustwater is coming in. We will be able to pop a booster of this, and actually not that long from now. We already have spices running. Okay, so... we're looking at pretty low per unit costs of this stuff. Alright, I think then from here we wait one turn and let that resolve. We gotta sell off some of this stuff though, so that we don't go broke and we have the money to do the dust part of the retrofit. And in fact, we're going to have to sell off more stuff than that too, right? It's going to be 526. I'm not 100% sure why I'm losing so much money now. Like, military upkeep shouldn't really be a problem for us, right? Because almost our entire military is Stone Sentinels, who we don't pay for. Seems odd. Well, what else can we sell? We could sell some of these, but they're not actually worth anything. Well, we could shift some people over to dust production. Maybe like this many people? At least we're not losing money now. Endwood's not really doing a great job of putting out the stockpiles anyway. We probably don't lose a lot by moving them over to dust. Yeah, fortunately, we, kind of, without thinking about it, managed to pick up this first tier of the economy and population area, so... Oh, and then we still need to, make the canal locks happen, like, right away here. Maybe we could just build those instead of rushing them with dust. I guess that's gonna have to do. Okay, let's resolve the rest of the stuff that's happening this turn. Right. Our scouts are getting murdered. Basically just red being petulant. Let's... I guess I should have just auto-resolved the attacks. Hold on, did they not kill one of them? Oh, these guys are still alive. Ah, they're trying. They're after me. I'm gonna go search some ruins first. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Hell yeah, 150 dust. Actually extremely relevant. Can you get back over the border in time to not die? Probably, actually. Make sure we're mashing on that execute orders button. Yeah, just get over... Get over here and we'll figure it out. No. You take this path. The fastest route across the border. And we could negotiate peace with Red, but I don't know that it's really valuable to do so. Treat? That's this dude up here, yeah. I don't know, maybe they'll let me get away. We'll see. Yet another reason to mash the heck out of that button next turn. So next turn we'll finish the retrofit, and then we will, we'll see if it is feasible to fight them at all. The thing is, attacking and losing that battle would be pretty bad, right? So we should have you guys head down here as well, despite the fact that all you would really do in this battle is die. No sense not putting the bodies in, right? Especially considering how important this is. If we went for this and we won, though, and we managed to draw their garrison out, that would be huge. It would be a turning point in the game. Go, 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 go. Everybody go. Okay, made it across the border. Yep, that happens. Go ahead and fight back, I guess. Yep, dead. What a surprise. Again, we're getting some real, very serious framiness here. I guess it's just going to be like that during the late game. I don't remember having performance problems this bad before. When I was last playing this on the channel, which is kind of crazy because my hardware then was considerably less powerful. But the units from this garrison, I mean, they may as well show up and join this garrison, right? Remember, Red can't declare war on us, so we don't have to be worried about that happening. And we no longer share much of a border with the Wild Walkers, so I don't feel the need to defend Gadanak too much. Okay, we don't have any other spare units kicking around. I mean, they're moving their army out of Aderon by themselves. Maybe we'll get lucky. Oh, we have to deal with this, though. Right, they're going to spawn minor faction armies for us to fight. Shoot. Okay, we definitely need to make canal locks happen in this city. Easy enough to get done. That's right, the value that was showing on the tech for the industry cost was before the reduction that we've earned. So actually, that won't be too bad at all. So we need to then... I mean, we need to wait for these guys to come on land, obviously. Fortunately, we can see most of the region. But once they make landfall, we have to run in and kill them. And as long as the Wild Walkers don't move any armies back in, I think we might be okay here. Where is this? Oh. You know what? Just go ahead and fight and die, because I don't even want to manage you anymore. We know they're going to die. There's no way we're going to save them. May as well just call it on that one. So you need to eventually make your way down to Hendwin, I guess. It's the only place where you might eventually be needed. Sorry, okay, let me manually instruct you here. Apparently, has to be told every step of this. So once we have the canal locks up here, you want to get this done. I guess we can afford to rush that. Once we have these two things done, now maybe we should wait for the Borers Guild as well. I'm trying to figure out what the timing is of popping all of our stuff. We only get one shot with the Titan Bones, so obviously I want to wait until we have as much raw industry in the city as possible. And then once we've popped the Titan Bones, you know, throw the industry stockpiles at it. I don't know if the Titan Bones increase the amount of industry you get from stockpiles. I would assume that they do not, but just in case they do, you know. So you guys can't quite be retrofitted anymore because I ran out of money, but also it probably won't matter. Who still has? Yeah, you. You're the ones who still need orders. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we at least have a decent army here in case the Wild Walkers were thinking of turning on us. Now they can see the folly of that idea. Right now there is no army in Adron. Okay. Wild Walkers have lost their capital. Oh yeah, it wasn't just about the victory quest, right? It was about keeping Red off of this territory. Moonleaf has run out, and there's nothing we can do about it. They're moving these units back and forth over the border in a way that's making me really nervous, but we gotta run over here and crack these dudes. This army is technically in this region. So yeah, we're not gonna get the quest. That sucks. These are just basic orcs. Yeah, we don't need to watch this battle. Problem solved. Can't quite get out of their territory, which is a shame because that's going to cause some havoc. Are they going to attack me? I'm trying to leave, I swear. They aren't actually attacking. Out of curiosity, if we were to well, we don't have our action point, but if we were to do this, we would not currently pull that hero army. Yeah, 1167 health even without a hero bonus. These guys just have a huge amount of health. It must be being level 10 that's doing it. So, like, what about our current guy? Let's see. This guy at level 6 has 407 health. The unit in the unit designer has 238. So we could maybe expect leveling health to get as high as him having like 600 something, maybe? Still really not sure where all this extra HP is coming from. And Improved Life 3 is more Improved Life. It's probably... It's no higher than 60%, though. 60% is like the definite absolute outside. I don't know. I don't know how they're doing it. So we're now looking at 90 turns. You know, it's getting there. It's getting better. This isn't actually going to help us here, right? We're running... Well, I guess it's going to help us for a while. How much would it be to just buy this out? 5,500. So that's not happening. We're not going to get this. City's not takeable. Yeah, alright. You need to get down here. Everybody in. Yeah, if we can't take a couple of green territories, we can't stop Red from winning. But we can hope that they win slowly. I don't know how his units got to have so much health. It's crazy. Well, we have a heck of a lot more units here than he does. We can retrofit these stone sentinels. We could put the demons in just, like, better non-strategic armor. I think that's really the best we can do for them, probably. Like, what if I did do that? What if we went for... We could have Range Slayer or Claws. Let's say we go Range Slayer. The best available dust gear. I guess they need all three pieces. And then probably Improved Life is the thing that makes the most sense here, because again, we're talking about no strategics. What is the retrofit cost there? 1,700? That's actually pretty doable. We'd have to hit the market, which we can, for the moment, still do. We're really close to being able to pop the dust water. We can do that next turn. That's actually going to be very helpful. You're selling at 5.4. 10.4. Actually, maybe 1,700 is not doable. Yeah, we just don't have it, man. I totally forgot that you had to build the Temple of the Earth's Core at the end of the quest victory. I was thinking of that as a different victory condition unto itself. Or at the end of your faction quest, I mean. This is maybe not going to work. This is maybe us losing the game slowly. I'm going to walk back across the border here. Which hopefully will let them think that they can afford to move their armies that way. Or maybe Red will wipe their armies out. Yeah, mostly. Because we don't need them to not have any units in Adoran. Actually, they lost a lot of Adoran's garrison there. Oh, man. Okay, but if this red army walks in here, that's probably also a problem for us. Yep. Well, I could, I guess, have run in there. They're pretty messed up. 287 attack, 237 defense. At least they have amounts of life that are not totally insane. Never mind, that's 1136. Yeah, so this is going to fail for us. And what the way it works, I believe, is that it restarts. See another 5-turn countdown, but yeah, they're obsessed with decreasing the population of Gadanak, which is like an extremely whatever sort of thing to have happen. But we probably did not have enough time to win, even if this worked out. With this not passing on the first attempt, we're probably screwed. Which means that we could just attack this army, right? Am I at Cold War with them? Yeah, so I can attack their army while it's outside of their territory. If Green actually just ran their armies all the way out of their territory, then we might be able to actually get in here. Hold on, let me retrofit another unit or two. Okay, so there's a couple of stone sentinels that aren't quite up to the task here yet, but 680 current health, 383, 534. The thing is, I don't know that we can kill them. We have a ton of units, and I just don't think we can kill them. But if I ran over there and attacked them and forced them off, we might get this accomplished. They can't declare retaliatory war against me. Do we have to do this? The answer might be yes. They're all torn up. 316 defense. They're mostly cavalry. There's a couple of infantry units. The 2 Kasai count as ranged and their hero counts as ranged, which is something that we're pretty good at fighting. We have to try this. I actually don't think we can win the game if we don't go for this. Okay, so hold on. These 2 stone sentinels are all leveled up. Let's have them... How do I want to do this? I'm going to move the demons out to the side. Right? And then we want to take the 2 stone sentinels that aren't the current designs, have them step out. We merge this army on top of that one, and that leaves us with a full army of upgraded stone sentinels with a hero who is, like, outfitted in a modern style. And then we have to go fight these guys who are fewer in number and very torn up, and also just incredibly better geared than we are. Unbelievably so. That guy just has 400 defense, because that's a thing that you can do. They probably have, you know, tier 3 adamantine or palladian armor or something. I'm torn. I'm like... The thing is, if we go for this and we fail it, we have removed ourselves from being able to compete militarily at all. But also, I guess if Red takes Aderon, that's also true. The other thing we could do is try to become friends with these guys, in the hopes that that makes this no enemy army thing not, you know... What's the definition of enemy, right? What if we attained peace? We do have the resources, or the influence at least, to make this happen. What if I did like... Oh, I don't think I have enough stuff that they want. Can't have my industry stockpiles. If I declared formal war on green, not only would they let us in here, but they might give us some stuff. Okay, it can only be stuff I extremely don't care about. We can get 2 myths right off of them. We could probably pull some adamantine. They don't have any palladian, unfortunately. Yeah, they don't really have any resources we want either. What if I asked for, like, 1,000 dust? That's still too much. Okay, well... 600. Okay, wow, they're extremely willing to give me 600. Right, we can afford this deal. We can extremely afford this deal. I don't know. Honestly, this is... Can we take them? This is the core question of the end of the campaign here. It's like, if we can take this army, we must, and if we can't, then we must make them friends and hope that that helps this quest trigger. I bet an army that you're at peace with is still considered an enemy army, though, because it's a player whose ability to win is not tied to your ability to win. Yeah, enemy armies include roaming armies from minor factions. It's not enough text. It's not enough information. We have to try this. These guys in this garrison, I think that means they'll benefit from army attack boost too. I think. We'd have to deal 4,000 damage in 6 turns. In theory, our army's capable of this. Let's try it. The balance of power bar has a real low opinion of our chances here. We definitely want to pull the garrison units in first before these terrible demons. All right, let's see if we can get anywhere near it. If this doesn't work, we are probably screwed on this line, and it's just a matter of whether we can build the Temple of the Earth's Core before they can win, which we cannot. So, good luck to us. We probably want to pull back as far as we can while still being in range to attack here. Right, because we want to be fighting on the volcanic territory. These guys have 4 move. The Kasai have 3 range. This guy's going to still be able to get in. This guy is not, but then we're going to be able to get in on him. I actually think this is pretty alright. We can back the hero up a little bit more to get more charge. Okay, so... Hero's job is to slay that dude. No, the hero's job should be to slay a ranged unit. This one. Because we can get over there and do the damage, and maybe even before that guy gets to hit us. Several of you need to be focused on this guy. Actually, let's have a couple people from the back row be focused on this guy, because they might be able to reach him better. Other units care about their range. Like, let's try to thin out the herd here. The ranged units have considerably worse actual combat stats. Somebody does need to run over and pop this guy once, that he doesn't get his preferential attack. We need to take away his options. Yeah, alright, let's try it this way. 320 damage. Wait a minute, they have regeneration? I didn't actually clock that on the way into the battle. But if that guy has yeah, they have regeneration 3. This is actually not possible then. I don't know if we're going to be able to do... Like, this guy whose health is so incredibly low to start with, we might be able to kill him because we can do it in one turn. But the rest of these guys are going to regain health at such a rate, like... We're talking about them just flat negating probably more than one attack per turn. Although, actually, we're getting through a little bit better than I was expecting. Ah, that's a shame, though. Okay, you guys do your best here. Golem Riders with Cavalry Slayer. Get in there and get them cavalry. And the good news is that a lot of the enemy's units are cavalry. So. You probably don't actually get another attack, but if you do, you're already on the right target. You guys should focus on this dude. Wow. Just rode right over there and took his head off. Yeah, this is... I was expecting to see a lot of zeros on our attacks. I can't believe I didn't realize that regeneration was a part of this. I looked at their stat cards so many times. Okay, so we are 100% reliant now on the Temple of the Earth's Core for our victory, which I think is really bad. That's alright, you know, this is, we're still kind of shaking off the rust. I will say that if we do end up losing here, no matter how this game goes, I'm not going to play with the Kapaku again right away. If we don't win this game, we still do need to play a successful game with the Kapaku, but I'll wait. I'll come back on it a little bit later because I want to try to get a feel for how the Dust Eclipses and stuff, and the community mod as well, have changed the play experience for some of the races that I'm a little bit more familiar with. We just don't have the damage. We can't get through. Anybody who can hit this guy needs to hit this guy. I guess you're stunned. You don't really get a say. Sure, you guys do that. Yeah, that's fair, actually. Fast units should try to hit their hero. Her stats are really good, but her health is not that high, and she doesn't have regen. We might be able to bring her down. We just focus up a little bit. 320. Oof. Yeah, we're getting absolutely shredded now. We're more spread out, so we're not getting morale bonuses quite as much. Okay, we got one. Oh, you fools! For real, get their hero. I guess it doesn't matter. We're not going to kill the army, but honestly, if we attack them enough that they feel unsafe continuing the siege and they back up, this could still technically be a victory. If we just get them to leave the region, right? That was a crucial time for you not to hit 0. Yeah, getting rid of that hero would really help us live here. We have very, very limited ability to choose our targets at this point. You should try to run around the backside. Okay, they're coming toward us. That gives us a little bit more capability to get us around. I was trying to open up more space for units to get over here and actually hit her, but now I'm concerned that none of our units are going to be in position. Oh no. No! He chose not to finish the job! And that line attack was devastating. Okay, the good news is, nothing. Really. That was all bad news. Let's grab some more stone sentinels. How many slots do I have open in this army? 3. You don't get to come. These units don't have any movement points. Actually, never mind. It's just this guy. All you guys get in here. Well, we still have an army. It's not a very good army, and Hokia Y did survive the battle with 16 HP, so that also is something. I don't have to buy our hero back. Okay, so we did what we could there. But that might be it. That might be the ball game. Because a pretty riddle's going to fail, the 5-turn timer is going to restart, and we just don't have, I think, the time to wait for it. There's so much quest left. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's 5 actual pieces to this quest. So the odds that we were going to be able to get that done were pretty bad anyway. But delaying it by another 5 turns probably makes it actually impossible. And it doesn't make any sense for us to interfere with this anymore at this point. If it looks like there's an opening again soon, we could go after it, but we are done interfering in that for right now, at least. Okay, so automated production would be a good thing to buy out. $22.99 is maybe feasible. Do this. And then we're talking about probably being done waiting for the Titan Bones. We need to just get this rolling. So, Management Sciences, 3 turns will give us like access to a pretty weak one. $22.99. Probably building this does take more than 2 turns off of that, right? Almost every tile in the city has... In fact, actually every tile in the city has industry on it. So this will be 3 industry times the number of tiles, which is pretty great. There's no way I can make enough money selling stuff, right? At 5.5. Yeah, we're not going to get close on sales. Maybe next turn, once a bunch of the construction has gone off. Do up some more industrial zones. It's alright. Like I said, this is kind of a game to help us get used to the pace of... what do you call it again? Okay, they ran red off by themselves. If they just leave the territory, we might end up being okay here. Again, I don't think that we have enough time, but we should try to move the quest forward if we can. Oh, winter. This is not a great time for winter. I guess it doesn't really affect the capital. The capital has... what do you call it? We need to go get pearls, though. So, I need to... Computer's freaking out, man. I need to separate our hero out, because our hero's still very fast. Well, 7 move. Our hero's still kind of fast. We need to separate the hero out, and we need to get running here. Pearls. There we go. Let's say that pathing doesn't make any kind of sense. No, I mean it. Go. Yeah, I don't know what is going on with the performance of this game. This is like... It's not the most modern computer of all time, but it's pretty modern. The parts in here are pretty okay. We need to close our borders. Clear this deal. Get the heck out of my territory. Do not steal my pearls. I need these. And then we need to unlock the ability to get pearl stockpiles. Okay, so each one of them costs 10. And unfortunately, it's going to be a little while before we can actually build one. But that should keep these dudes off of our pearls. Yep, they have decreased the population of Gednek. I mean, fine. I don't care about that. They took Adran. This is 2 pearls. I'm going to have 1 unit go over there and do this. You guys, go get those pearls and then immediately get back across the border. That worked out. This unit just needs to go north and grab the rest of our stuff. We have closed our borders to a player who can't declare war on us. Definitely keep the spices rolling. So I'm not too worried about our stuff getting stolen. We probably have time. I just want to get them so that we can start building the stockpiles. You're out of movement. How much of this is left? Yeah, okay. We can buy that out and get an actual turn of production in on the temple here. And that, yeah, like I said, once that's done, I think it's time to go. Time to commit some resources. It does suck that winter happened, but like I said, I don't think it affects us. And in fact, +3 industry on terrain with anomalies providing industry may actually be helping us. Yeah, look at that. That's an 11 industry tile right now. Okay. So the good news is this Aderon thing might resolve itself. Oh, we may not have to worry about this. All right, we're showing 74 turns now on this. City's at 746 industry. Number is going to keep getting better. See any pearls down here? The roving clans are approaching the economic victory as well. They hit their 2nd victory tech here. They have closed their borders to us, which is fine. Their borders were already closed to us by the fact that if we stepped in there, they would kill us. So that's not a big change in effect. It looks like okay, there's some pearls up here. How many is that? 2? Yeesh. The good deposits generally spawn on the water. I would not feel safe going out on the seas right now. I'm sure Red would have our heads. Okay, so that's enough pearls to build a stockpile somewhere. What city has the highest industry outside of the capital? TRN. Hold on a second. That's not the pearl stockpile tech. Well, I'm getting a little tilted here. Is honestly what's happening. I'm not reading this stuff because I'm just trying to like, oh my god, how can we possibly get out of this game? Well, the odds that changes anything are pretty low. Again, just thinking that we're probably doomed. Let's go ahead and do the thing. Let's pop this and commit all of these stockpiles upon the capital. So if we can keep a stockpile rolling in every turn for the rest of the game, we're looking at a 22-turn build time. That's actually still too slow. And remember, that's only if we have Titan Bones active actually the entire time. Are there Titan Bones available on the marketplace? There are. So actually, maybe we can have Titan Bones the entire time. We should try to secure these. Okay, so we need what? We need 30 to activate, 35 to activate a booster. So we need another 25 of those. But really what we need to do is keep increasing the industry value here so that this gets under 20 turns. And we have enough Titan Bones for that already. Let's not spend the dust, I guess. I should have been looking at the market earlier for Titan Bones, although I can't imagine it would have mattered. We had a lot less industry coming in. We would have removed some time, but I mean, I don't think this is going to be close. What is the rate of increase on Red's economic victory? We're seeing 76 to 83. Okay, yeah, they're going to win the game in like 3 turns. Well, that's a shame. Is there anything I can do about that realistically? Probably not. It turns out all this stuff worrying about territory and armies was probably academic, because there's no way we could have stopped the economic victory. Not now, anyway. The stuff we would have to do to stop the economic victory is stuff I would have had to do a long time ago. So let's throw a pearl stockpile in here. I guess it doesn't matter either way. Yeah. Gonna get them done at the same time no matter how we do this. And then here in Tural, we can get ourselves an apprenticeship registry. Buy that straight out. We don't have any forests, of course, so no lumber mill. That might take a turn or two off, though. They're obsessed with Gadanak. They think Gadanak is our Achilles heel. This is how we're going to get him. They say to themselves, we're going to really mess with Gadanak. He won't know what to do then. Let's look at the bright side here. What did we do well? First of all, we survived until the actual end of the game. Didn't get wiped out. That's a positive, although, again, we had kind of weird circumstances that made that a little bit easier. Number two is, that actually was maybe it. That might have been the whole thing. You know, we're still readjusting. Still finding our footing again. Boy, I know it's only going to be like 2 more turns, but it seems like it might be another 10 minutes before this game ends. Because apparently, my computer just can't really handle games that came out in, 2014 or whatever. Oh, also they're going to win that way. They're going to win 2 victories at once. I mean, good on them. That's pretty cool. Let's just go ahead and end the turn here. I'm going to let them have their victory screen. We could tap out now that it's obvious that there's no way to win. But first of all, we're going to let them have their victory screen. Secondly, I'm kind of curious if this will pop. We can see what the next step of that victory quest is. Just in case we need that information sometime in the near future. So like I said, we will come back. We will win a game with the Kapaku with the community balance patch. But it won't be the next game, because I do want to get a sense of how things are, a sense of what the game pace needs to be like. So I'd like to go for a faction that has maybe a little bit more, I was going to say a little bit more of an internal victory type. Like, I want to have a good pace. Like, if we're going to beat a reasonable player who is trying to win a science or economic victory, when would we need to win by? But I also, we've played this game pretty internally. I didn't really fight anybody outside of our borders. And maybe that's not the thing that people want to see next. To a certain extent, I'm not running like an actual democracy over here. But let me know what you would like to see in the comments, and I'll figure out what I think would be best for us overall. It is taking a really long time for the AI to take their turns, which honestly are probably not even that complex. Look at the scores right now. We have 930 points, the Wild Walkers 1,320, and then the Roving Clans have 16,000 points. 16,000 actual score. Endless Legend is pretty bad about, like, score being an indicator of people's ability to win the game. Like a lot of 4Xs, especially a lot of 4Xs from not the most recent generation, it wildly overvalues the amount of terrain you have. You could have 15 absolute garbage cities, and it will show your score as being probably 15 times as high as somebody who has 3 really great cities. So yeah, the Roving Clans did manage to get their 28 territories. We could have intervened here. We could have decided to turn our attentions to war a little earlier. Although with the with the Wild Walkers units being so unbelievably, impossibly healthy, I don't know how we would actually have made a war work. So that, unfortunately, is going to be it for us for today. Once again, there we go. The thing won't flip over when I press my hotkeys. I'm going to do it manually. Let me know in the comments below what you would like to see for the game that we will start tomorrow. It is still the plan to chalk up a win with every faction on Endless with this community balance mod. So let me know what you'd like to see next, and come back tomorrow, start a new game. We'll see you then.